Hello, my name is Makyia Mims, better known as Kaya, and this is my video journal for lifespan and development for Dr. Riser. Excuse me. In this video journal, I'll be reflecting back on the class, telling you all things I thought before the class, and clearing up any myths or conceptions that I had prior to me taking the class. So starting off, I want to say that this class taught me a lot about adolescence in both, about development in adolescence and in both adulthood. It really cleared up a lot of things in development, especially within adolescence that I was still a bit confused on. However, like looking into the concept, the first really big thing that it helped me with was the whole concept of negative reinforcement. Now, I already had a clear understanding of negative reinforcement. Like I knew pretty much what it was, but I guess I still was a little bit confused. Like prior to me taking this course last semester, I took intro to psychology. So we had talked about BF Skinner and we had really went in depth, and I thought I understood it, but I guess I was still a little bit confused. My confusion really came from, I guess, the negative not being negative, if that makes sense. Like I don't know why. I guess that's like a common misconception. A lot of people automatically assume negative reinforcement involves punishment. I don't know. I guess I thought that because, when you think of negative, you already think taken away, and it really didn't help because with positive reinforcement, I know something's being added, something positive. So I just automatically assumed that with negative reinforcement, something was being taken away. Something was, basically taken away. So this course really helped me clear up my confusion on negative reinforcement. It helped me know that negative reinforcement is basically increasing the behavior. It removes the undesirable consequence. Punishment involves decreasing behavior. So negative reinforcement doesn't involve punishment because punishment decreases behavior, whereas negative enforcement increases the behavior. It's used to teach specific behaviors. That's something I didn't know either. I think, like I said, my main thing was still just knowing its difference from positive reinforcement. Positive was adding something positive, while negative was taking something negative away. Instead of that's really the biggest thing. I just assumed negative reinforcement was adding something negative, but no, instead negative reinforcement involved taking something negative away, when they both involved teaching specific behaviors, but it was just different. I just really, once I got that part, it really helped me. And what helped me get it was actually doing the lunchpad assignment. I believe I was on like chapter 2 or 3. The little activity it gave me, it was on negative reinforcement. And I don't know, I went in thinking negative reinforcement, you had to use punishment. But after reading the chapter, I kept getting it wrong a few times. And I kept saying, well, dang, why is it not right? I looked it up a little bit and I really, refreshed my memory, and I went back to what I learned last semester, and I built on to that knowledge, and it really just, I don't know, the way Lunchpad explained it really helped me like break down the concept and really get it through my head that negative reinforcement isn't all the way bad. It's not all the way negative, and punishment is not involved to change that behavior. So this class definitely helped me with my knowledge on negative reinforcement. Excuse me. The next thing that I corrected after taking this class is that all you need to have is a bachelor's degree. Now, that's a myth that I had believed since high school. I don't know how it came up, but I just always thought, in psychology that all you needed was a bachelor's degree, which in some cases, this is true. Like some people I know don't go on, like they just stop at a bachelor's degree, which is fine. But through my research and through this class, I've learned that if you want a job, like or not saying you can't get a job, but if you want a good job related to psychology with your psychology degree, a bachelor's degree is not where you want to stop. You have to keep going, especially if you want to use your psychology degree. If anything, at least a master's level will be way, way, way more beneficial to you. Most people, I guess they don't want to go on to a master's degree because they say, hey, you know, I worked this hard. At least I can do something with this degree. But in the long, you have to think about it in the long run. Like, yes, it might take you a little longer, but still, in the long run, you'll feel better looking back. Like, and it's not that much longer. Generally, a master's degree will take 2 to 3 years after doing that bachelor's degree. And really, 2 to 3 years is just the estimate. It could take you less. It could take you longer. It's really just, it depends on your school and it depends on your program. So you really just, you just have to do it for yourself. Everybody's step is different. So yeah, that's another misconception I had. Just thinking that a bachelor's degree was enough. Which again, I'm saying, if you stop at a bachelor's degree, that's fine. But if you really want a good job in psychology, and if you really want a job related to your career where you can use your degree, a bachelor's level is not where you want to stop. So yeah, this class really helped me with that. Helped me clear up that. Okay, my next thing that it helped me clear up was that psychology was not a real science. Now, this is one, I don't know, like, I feel like this is also one that took me back to high school, thinking that it wasn't a real science, probably because it was labeled with the sciences. However, at the same time, it was put more so into the category of a social science. Like, it wasn't considered like an actual science. Like I said, they considered it more of a social science. But through my research, I've learned that psychology most definitely is a real science. By my research, I looked it up, and the definition for a science is any system of knowledge concerned with the physical world and its phenomena, and that entails unbiased observations and systematic experimentation, which psychology most definitely does. Also, a science is anything that follows the empirical method, which again, psychology does follow the empirical method. So to me, that was enough information to know, like, psychology most definitely is a real science. So that helped me change. And also, I forgot about this part. In science, these are the qualifications that I researched, and psychology fell into that category. It seeks out to test theories. Psychology does. It seeks to eliminate bias. Psychology does. Most of the experiments are replicable, which it is, and it also tests hypotheses. So that again just really topped it off, letting me know psychology most definitely is a science. Now the next two things that I was that I learned from this class are two I'm still just a little bit weary about. This class helped me with that, but I'm still not all the way there. I'm still not all the way certain with it. The first one is conjunctions. It's that you cannot start a sentence with a conjunction. Now, this is something that prior to getting in this class, like, I just knew, like, that was a no-no. Like, you cannot start a sentence off with a conjunction. I just thought, you know, it's considered a sentence fragment. You couldn't do it. But after taking this class, and reading different articles and other people's work, I've seen them do it. So, not saying, oh, well, they're doing it, I can do it. But, I don't know, I guess it's more so common in psychology, seeing sentences like that. So, now that one, like I said, before taking this class, I was certain, like, no, that's a no-no. You cannot start a sentence off with a conjunction. But after taking this class, I'm more so leaning in the area that you can, but I'm still just a little bit uncertain on that one. And then the last thing that I've learned after taking this class, but I'm still a little uncertain on, is that you should stick to your initial intuition on multiple choice questions. Now, this one, it's more so like opinion based. It's like a matter of what you think. But I know for me and my experience, sticking to my initial wasn't the best choice. Like taking tests for this class, it wasn't it. Most of the time my second choice was the best answer. And so I looked it up and just tried to see like why do people think sticking to your first choice is the best answer. And what came up was people are more so afraid of changing their answer from right to wrong than wrong to right. Like, people are more so scared of changing their answer from right to wrong than wrong to, I think I said it right, but basically people don't want to have the right answer, then go back and change it, and then they get it wrong. They're like, man, I should have put that. So instead of us even thinking it, second guessing it, we just leave it there instead of really thinking about it and, you know, facing that, having that chance of being wrong. We just leave it. So yeah, that definitely to me, that was a really good answer, and it showed me how we really as humans, how we really are intuitive and really we think like that. So yeah, like I said, after taking this class, it definitely showed me how sometimes your initial first intuition isn't always the best choice. And yeah, that's the end of this video journal. I hope you all learned, and maybe I helped you with something and you were inspired. Thank you.